Because it's funny to me how nervousness and anxiety can control you to the point where you forget to walk a girl home. Like, no, but, hey, you guys, what is up? Jasmine here. Okay, so, if you know me, you know I'm all about anxiety. Well, I'm all about helping you with anxiety. I'm also all about dealing with anxiety, because if I'm helping you, I better have dealt with it, you know? At least that's the way I look at things. So, I'm really excited to get into the story time. So, if you follow me on my blog, you know that my most recent post was about how to deal with anxiety when you like someone. So, I'm going to tell you guys a little story time about a situation I had when I liked someone, and we went on like a little date. I wouldn't really call it a date, okay? You'll see why in a few seconds. But I'll just start the story. I thought I had a burp, but I didn't. So that's good. Okay. So basically, like, I had just gotten out of a breakup at the time. I'm not gonna use any names here, obviously, like people's privacy, whatever. So I had just like gotten over a breakup at the time. And I really wasn't looking for anything serious. Like, I just wanted more of like a rebound type situation. So I put a Tom Giannis. I put a to be honest thing like in my story or something, and I was like, okay, let me just get people to be honest, and I'll just tell people I think they're cute, because like I was just trying to get back into the game, and that was my idea, I guess. It worked, kind of. Anyway, so this guy asked me to be honest, so I was like, great, okay. I knew he thought I was cute already, because my friend told me that, or he told her that. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, we already got this in the bag, court. So I said, to be honest, you're cute, whatever. Something like that. And then, I don't remember who was like, oh, we should talk more. I think he was like, to be honest, you're cute too, or you're pretty, or something like that. And we should hang out, or we should get to know each other. So I was like, alright, bet, let's get to know each other. And I sent him my number, and obviously, like, he texted me after that. Bam, boom. So, me and Bob, that's his name, I'm gonna call him Bob. Hi, Bob, if you're watching. And we kind of started, like, texting, talking, whatever. It wasn't anything serious, because, like I said, I wasn't looking for anything serious. We were just texting. Yeah, it was cool. It was chill. So then eventually we decided to hang out, and I was really excited because, like, at this point, I had not dated, talked to anyone really, like, seriously besides my ex-boyfriend. So we made a plan to hang out. So he was like, yo, look, my friends are having like a movie night at their house. Do you want to come? So, like, pump the brakes. Like I said, I was never on a date with somebody and their friends, because my ex, like, we have all the same friends. So I never had that experience. So I was like, oh no. Also, like, I never hung out with this kid one-on-one, and he's a year older than me. So we didn't really talk like that or anything. In school, we kind of just like walked past, and for a while we didn't even say hi to each other. I get really anxious. I don't know why he didn't say hi to me. I don't care anymore, but he never did. So yeah, I was confused. So I was really nervous, but I got my hair done that day. I got like braids. It was cute. They were like box parted, like square parted. You know what I'm talking about? If you know, you know. They were square parted. And then I don't like wearing too much makeup. Like, I never really do. So I just had on some concealer, because I like to do that, because I get bags under my eyes, if you probably can tell. And I put on some mascara, and I was good to go. So yeah. So I leave, whatever. My nails were done. They're not done right now, but they were done. And we left. I left with my dad, and my dad took me to his friend's house. So I get to the door, and I'm like walking, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so nervous, like, holy crap, like, what am I about to do? So I walk to the door, and mind you, like I said, never done this before, so this is my first time, so anxiety's on like 100. So I go, and I hear like laughing, like, in the house. I hear laughing, and I hear like people throwing people around, and I hear him like making mad noise, and I was nervous. I was like, what is this? Like, so up to now, like, I'm standing at the door, nobody opens the door. I'm really thinking about going back in the car with my dad. Like, I was really about to go back in the car. I was dumb. Like, I was terrified. So, so finally, I'm like, okay, let me ring the doorbell. It gets mad quiet. And it gets loud again. And they're pushing him. They're like, you have to answer the door. You have to answer the door. So I was like, so let me preface this by saying, like, I was confused because when, like, his reputation, he had a reputation for being, like, really smooth, really, like, Mr. Suave, like, no problems with females. So I was confused that he was nervous. I expected him to be some, like, what's up, Courtney? That's my name. What's up, Courtney? What's up, Courtney type thing. FYI is like, my name is Courtney. I just go by Jasmine. So, like, that's a story for another time. But anyway, so he's like, what's up? Like, I thought he was gonna be like, what's up, Courtney? But he didn't do all that. So, I was confused. But yeah, so I opened the door, and I like try, even though I get anxious, like, I'm good at handling it now, which is why I want to help people with it. But I thought that I could, you know, somehow. I thought that my energy could help his energy. So I was like, hey, what's up? And I, like, opened my hands for a big hug. And this kid, Mr. Suave, Bob, again, if you're watching, I'm so sorry, not really. He, like, opens the door and looks at me, and he goes, hi. Like, I swear, like, I felt like I was watching Lilo and Stitch. Like, he really sounded like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. You know when Stitch goes, hi. Like, if you know, you know. So I was confused and really uncomfortable. So at this point, I'm like, okay, maybe he's nervous too. Okay, whatever. This is weird. So, okay, so I walk in the door. His friends are all really nice. All of them. I knew one of them. I've known one of them since I was, like, a little girl because they were my neighbors. So he was chill. The rest of them were mad nice. Everyone was super sweet. And, like, I went to school with them, so it wasn't a big deal. But, so I go inside, and he's, like, sprawled out on the couch. Like, his legs are out, his feet are out. And, like, there's a couple on another couch, and then people, like, in chairs and, like, playing Uno. So, like, instead of letting me sit on the couch, he, like, takes his whole legs and arms and everything and puts them out on the couch. So I was like, okay, alright. So I go sit on the floor because I'm not, like I said, I'm nervous and I'm still trying to deal with it. So I'm not going to be like, get off the couch, like, move, let me sit. Like, I wasn't going to do that. So, I just sat on the floor, which I probably shouldn't have done, but whatever. So then his friends are like, yo, let her have a seat. Like, you can't have her sitting on the floor. Like, that's ridiculous. Let her have a seat. He's like, I'm like, I'm fine. It's okay. And he's like, she's fine. See, she's fine. I was like, okay. He's like, she's perfectly fine. I was like, okay, I'm fine, I guess. Like, I wasn't really fine, but I guess I was fine. So I was sitting on the floor, and they're talking. I'm literally not saying anything. I'm sitting here, my hands are shaking. Like, he's not speaking to me. He's not, like, no arm around me, no nothing. Like, not even trying to make a move. So I was confused because, like I said, I thought this kid was, like, Rico Suave. Okay, so I was lost. So I'm just chilling there, like, okay. So it was a movie night, like I said. So they kind of put on Girls Trip. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but they put on the movie Girls Trip. And, I don't remember how I ended up on the couch, but I think somebody told him to let me sit on the couch. So he, like, angrily, like, he was joking. He's chill, like, I don't want any beef. But, like, he kind of moved over and let me sit, and we were, like, watching a movie, and it was nice. Now, here's where I messed up. So, me being the anxious person I am, I thought it would be a good idea to text him and ask him why he wasn't speaking to me the whole time. Mind you, I'm sitting right next to him. So I text him while I'm sitting right next to him, and I'm like, oh, you must be nervous to talk to me or whatever. Like, you're not saying anything. Like, you have all this stuff to say over text. Something like that, and you're not talking to me. He was like, you must be the one who's scared because you're texting me and I'm sitting right next to you. So I just put my phone down. That's why I didn't answer. That was really embarrassing. That was probably the most embarrassing part of the day on my part. Like, he did embarrassing stuff too. But on my part, that was really embarrassing. I wouldn't eat. Like, they ordered pizza and wings. I did not want to eat because I felt really awkward. And I felt like if I ate, like, suppose he kissed me, which he didn't. I won't get into that. But, I didn't want to eat anything. I was just nervous, so I just chilled. Then we ended up going to somebody else's house. That was cool, too. There was a dog there. He was, like, scared of the dog. I was trying not to act like I wasn't scared of dogs. I am scared of dogs, okay? Like, I told him I wasn't scared of dogs. I am scared of dogs. like big dogs. I want like big dogs. I want a little dog one day, like not super little and annoying, but like kind of little. Those white fluffy dogs. I don't know what they're called. If you know what they're called, comment below. Let me know, because I want one and I want to have a penthouse with my pretty husband. Anyway, one day. Okay, so anyway, so I had a game the next day. I think I had a game. I don't know. I had to leave early. I had to be home at a certain time that day. Normally, I don't really have a curfew. My parents are pretty lenient. I don't really break any rules. Like, I don't. I'm a pretty good kid. So I don't really have a curfew. But I think I had a game the next day, so I had to be home at like a decent time. So like he lived down the. My house was down the street from his friend's house, like literally down the block. So I was like, listen, I gotta be home, like I'll just walk, whatever. And me saying that, like, that was an invitation for him to walk me home. Like, he was supposed to walk me home. Like, the main reason why I said that is I want him to walk me home. I wasn't scared or anything. Like, I know my neighborhood, it's safe. And it was like literally like it was a 2-minute walk. I just wanted him to walk me home. So he just let me leave or whatever, and I was mad. But like I said, I was in rebound mode, so my head was a little bit cloudy. And I also think, like I said, this is a part where I let my anxiety get the best of me, because I continued this situation for like after this, and I probably shouldn't have. But I continued the situation because I was so like I don't want to say naive, because like I said, I was just having fun, but I was just so nervous about like relationships and boys and stuff, and I was like, you know, but it was a great experience. It was a good time. I had a really good time with this Bob boy. So we're gonna leave it there. But I got home and, you know, he texted me. He was like, "You make me mad nervous, whatever." So I just want to know, guys, below, like, let me know below if you think he was actually nervous or you think he was just like lying. In New York, we say capping. I almost said capping. But if you leave a comment below if you think he was lying or if you actually think he was nervous. Because I still don't know. I don't really care anymore, but I just want to see what everybody thinks. Because it's funny to me how nervousness and anxiety can control you to the point where you forget to walk a girl home. Like, no, but, yeah, so that's my video. That's my story time. I'm going to do more story times because I have a lot of embarrassing stories, because I just, you know, we all have embarrassing stories. I feel like that's how things work. I'm excited about that. So, thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. You should go down below. You click on my website, Jasmine Tay Poetry. Check me out, guys, okay? I have a lot of stuff on helping you with anxiety. And I have a lot of, like, my stories on anxiety, okay? I'm going to be making more videos. I'm super excited about all of this. Make sure you follow my Instagram. Make sure you follow my Twitter. Make sure you tell your friends about me. That's what's up. I'm going to be going to some, like, mental health conferences. I'm going to be learning how to work social media. I'll be doing all that. I'm really excited about all of this. So make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell your mama, your papa, your daddy, your ex, your new girl, okay? Your dog, your cat, your mouse. I hope you don't have a mouse. But if you do, like, I'm not judging you. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It is your girl, Jasmine. And I really appreciate you watching. Okay, bye. Aww.